Hey guys, so this is the KZ-ZA12, a hybrid in-ear monitor that turned out to be an absolute detail monster. Whatever KZ have done with this hybrid configuration has simply delivered. Let me explain. Now as for the unboxing, as with all KZ products, it comes in very bare-bone packaging and they try to cover this by calling it eco-friendly. Anyway, sliding off the outer cover, we get this box inside, and inside the box we get some paperwork, few pairs of different size silicone ear tips, and they also include a single pair of foam ear tips, the oxygen-free copper silver-plated cable with 2-pin connectors on one end and a 3.5mm stereo jack on the other. And of course you get the KZ-ZA12 hybrid in-ear monitors themselves. Now in terms of the key specs, the version of the KZ-ZA12 that I have here is the standard version. So you also get another version which comes with tuning switches, which gives you further flexibility in terms of tuning the pair as per your taste. Now this pair has a hybrid configuration packing 2 dynamic drivers paired with 4 balanced armatures. Both the dynamic drivers and the balanced armatures take care of the high and ultra high frequencies as well as the mid and low frequencies, making sure the entire spectrum is covered. And they have an impedance of 45 ohms. And let me tell you, a DAC is absolutely necessary to drive this pair if you want the best audio quality that these can produce. And because of the poor quality of the inbuilt DACs in our smartphones nowadays, it just won't make these perform as good as they possibly can. So to mitigate that, all you need is a portable DAC. Nothing too fancy or expensive, just something that can make sure that your in-ear monitors can perform to their full potential without leaving any volume or quality in the tank. And what you get is just the best audio quality that they can produce. And as always, the one that I personally use will be linked in the description below. Now as for the build and appearance of the KZ-ZA12, well, it is a blend of metal and resin. So this makes this pair feel lightweight and somewhat premium, and thankfully it doesn't feel cheap and flimsy at all. Now although a bit chunky, the ergonomics on these are pretty good, and even for my tiny ears, I had no issues whatsoever with ear fatigue or discomfort even for extended listening sessions. Now the cable quality is nothing great. It's the same not so premium cable that you get with most KZ in-ear monitors. It does tangle a fair bit, but what I really hate about the KZ stock cable is the smell. These cables have this distinct odor that is unpleasant and smells like the discarded souls of all the KZ in-ear monitors that never made it to the shelf. So KZ, please fix this. Alright, now let's talk about the main criteria, which is the audio quality. Now as you know, sound is majorly made up of 3 major frequencies: the highs, the mids and the lows. The highs or the treble response where the really sharp sounding instruments are, the mids where the vocals are, and the low end or the bass response. Alright, starting off with the highs or the treble response. The treble response on this is very impressive as it is a detail monster. This pair offers impressive technicality and great treble extension, bringing out every minute detail in the track. Sparkly, detailed and absolutely great for analyzing tracks without over-exaggerating its presence. Next up, we have the mid frequencies where the vocals are. Now the mids on these are slightly pushed forward, adding a modest amount of brightness to the vocals. Similar to the treble response, the mids pack a great amount of detail and the upper mids sound crisp. Personally, I would have wanted just a shade more warmth in the vocals, but the sheer clarity is undeniably impressive. Instruments in the mid-frequency range sound detailed and rich with impeccable clarity. They were also well spaced out and there was no clutter with the vocals. Overall, the mids were equally as impressive as the highs. And finally we have the low end or the bass response. Now the low end on these is a very balanced one with no exaggeration whatsoever. It offers a mild but confident mid-bass slam and depending on the track, some sub-low rumble as well. While not ideal for a bass head, the bass response is still tight, decently textured and complements the track in a way that it doesn't take away any attention from the treble response and the mid frequencies. Now as for the soundstage, it is sufficiently wide and offers impressive imaging that lets you distinguish the location of instruments in the track. And yes, these can be used for casual gaming as well. Alright guys, just to summarize, the KZ-Z812 is not for your average listener. Rather, it is for those who want a pair that they can reliably use for analyzing tracks with utmost clarity and detail, while the bass response simply complements the track without an overbearing presence. Can it still be used by a casual listener? Absolutely. It will definitely make you appreciate the nuances in the music you listen to, and you'll get something that brings your music to life every time you put these on. Alright, so there you have it guys, that was my review of the KZ-Z812 hybrid in-ear monitors. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any other questions regarding this, do let me know in the comment section below. As always, the link to this, the DAC and all other audio accessories will be placed in the description below, and I would really appreciate if you use those links to make your purchase, as that will help me run this channel and I can produce more such high quality and helpful content just for you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, leave a comment, share this video, and I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one. Cheers.